Okay, hello all. In this video, we will talk about the vertically opposite angles. So that means we are going to learn to read the last reason in 11.1. That is the exercise, the first exercise you must learn. But before we go to these questions, we must make sure that you know how to do this question one by one. Okay, but before this, let's discuss what is the meaning of vertically opposite angle. The meaning that vertically, in Chinese is a little bit easy for you to call 對頂角. That means for every two vertical straight line, you will see these two angles will be equal. And these two angles that will opposite one will also be equal. The reason why is obvious because we neglect B and we know that A plus D will equal to 180 degrees because this one is a straight line. And A plus C is also 180 degrees. So if both of them minus A, they must be equal. At the same way, if you you take away the C, and you will see A plus D must be equal to D plus B and equals to 180 degrees. So A is equal to B. So we know that for every straight line, two straight line, that is not parallel, two straight line, and then you will see the opposite one must be equal to each other. Okay, so please pay the serious attention. Okay, now let's look at the question we're going to discuss now. Okay, now let's look at the teaching example 11.5. Okay, now let's look at the question. In the figure, AOB and COD are straight line. Okay, now why don't we draw AOD and AOB and COD together? Okay, now we see that this one is a cross. Okay, we use two straight line. Okay, in this highlighter, you will see for AOC, this angle is A plus 65 degrees. And for BOD angle, you will see it the same way. This is 120 degrees. Because these two are straight line, so we can use they have the vertical opposite angle, and we can write that these two are equal. This one is obviously, because pay attention, this one is very common to use. Okay, so please use it frequently. Okay, A plus 65 degrees, we write down here, is equal to 128 degrees. You can write that immediately. And then the reason, a little bit difficult to remember. So vertical, V-E-R-T, okay, the short form. Don't just write down V. I will not give you marks, okay? VERT dot OPP, opposite, okay? Angles, okay? We have two angles, so we have angles, okay? So make sure that A plus 65. And then we can write down the answer immediately. A equals 63 degrees, okay? So we finish it immediately. Okay, now this is your turn, okay? I will give you 30 seconds. Please find out that the unknown X for quick practice 11.5. Okay, now I will tell you the answer. If you cannot finish, just pause the video now. Okay, now if we are going to find out the X, why don't we first of all draw these two straight lines. A, B, and C, D intersect at O. Intersect means that they are 相交於. That means you are going to have something that they must be straight line because every 2 points must be straight line. So this one is a straight line. Okay, I draw it here. This one is straight line. And this one is also a straight line. Okay, so obviously we see this immediately. 3x plus x will equal 84. So we have 84 degrees equals 3x plus x, vertical opposite angles. Okay, we can use it immediately. And 84 degree equals 4x, and x will equals to 21 degrees. And we solve it immediately. Okay, now let's look at the teaching example 11.6 if you have no problem. Okay, now let's look at teaching example 11.6. Okay, now in this figure, A, B, C, D, E, F intersect at O. You have this triangle and find the y, and we know this is 20 degrees. We know why. But obviously, we know that all of them are straight lines. So you can immediately know that, oh, let's draw only any two you can draw. It's okay. You can draw any two of it. Okay, now let's draw these two. Why don't we draw this AOB and COD? Okay, now let us draw these two. And you can see immediately angle BOD is a 20 degrees. And then we can know that this EF is a straight line also. So we can use the one that reason we learned is called adjacent angles on straight line. And we can add these three together will be 180 degrees. Okay, after we plan all the question and all the answer, so we can write down it. But you will find a problem. Last time I've told you I always give you unknowns for this angle. But this time, this one angle is empty. So what can we call? We can call it just like in chapter 6. We know that this angle, we will call it BOD or DOB. So we can immediately write down angle BOD. You are no need to let another unknown. You are just write the angle here, and then you can write this one is equal to 20 degrees. And this reason is vertical opposite angles. So you have used this one. Next one, what we are going to use is that we know that this one is called 20 degree, and we can add this and we can move this one once again. We know that last straight is also a straight line. EF is also straight line. So I know that Y20 and 72 is also a add together we got 180 degree. So why don't we write down Y plus 20 degree plus 72 degree will equal to 180 degree. And so you must remember what we have learned. It's called adjacent angles on straight line. Once again, we use this reason. So you will see in your future. You will see for every question you will write down the reason every time. So you will think that in your form 3, form 4 students, maybe you can call this one is that the one who is older than you will write down many reasons here to find out the answer. So please remember the reason. And then you have y equals, that one is 88 degrees, okay? Because this 2 is 92 and 180 minus 92 is 88 degrees. So we can solve this question easily. Okay, now why don't you, this one is your turn now. Why don't we do it by yourself? Okay, now I'll give you 30 seconds. Please do this question. Okay, now, if you cannot finish, just pause your video now, and we are going to discuss the question. Okay, every time we draw the same thing, we will use the vertical opposite angle first. Why don't we use any two of it? For example, we use the AOB and COD once again. It's okay. You can use another one. I don't mind. Okay, AOB, COD. This one. I think that this is the right angle for AOC. So this is. Let me draw it clearly for you all. Okay, this one. You know that AOB and COD is a straight line. So we know that the opposite one of this one is also a right angle here. Okay, so we write down angle AOC. Okay, or angle COA. Okay, angle AOC. We write down this one is also 90 degree. The reason vertical opposite angles. We have this one, and then we add these three angles together. Y 90 degree and 32. Okay, y plus 90 degree plus 32 degrees is equal to 180 degree. The reason is called adjacent angles on straight line. And then we have y will equal to This is 122. You minus it, you got this one is 58 degree. And then we finish this question also. Okay, so make sure that you know how to use the vertical opposite angle, and we can use the adjacent angles on straight line. We can use also, even you can use the angles at a point. But I think that if you use angles at a point, you also find this is 32 and this is y, and you all add together, so you have more steps to write. Okay, in this video, make sure that you can do the correct answer also in a longer way. But please pay the serious attention. Every time I will teach you is most of the time I will choose the fastest way to do the question. So make sure that you learn the way, the fastest one, because you do not have enough time in your examination. Okay, thanks for watching.